Hello everyone, welcome to another video. In today's video, I'll be talking about how to achieve gimbal-like moves handheld using only your phone. And for this demonstration, I'll be using the iPhone 11, not the 11 Pro. Both iPhone 11s come with very good image and body stabilization to give you very smooth footage. But you need to know how to walk and how to hold your phone properly to get that stable gimbal-like movement. And with some good technique and by adjusting the way you walk, you'll be able to get very smooth, stable footage. In this video demonstration, I'll be using the iPhone's native camera app. I know that there are better camera apps out there that let you adjust manual features such as Filmic Pro or Movie Pro, although they improve the image quality and gives you manual settings. But I find that for stabilization purposes, the iPhone's native camera app gives better stabilization than the other apps. The other apps also have a little bit of a lag, so I don't really like that when I'm trying to achieve my gimbal-like movements on my phone. That is why for this demonstration, I'll be using the native camera app. So I'll be talking about a few things that you have to keep in mind in order to achieve gimbal-like movement handheld on your phone. The first one would be to choose your lens. The iPhone 11 has the super wide lens and also has the normal lens. Both of these lenses are able to give you very good image stabilization. If you're on the iPhone 11 Pro, the telephoto lens might not be the best if you're trying to achieve smooth gimbal movement, just because there's a lot more shake that you introduce when you're at the long end of a lens. The other thing you want to do is turn the grid lines on your phone to help guide your composition. And I like to shoot at 4K to give me the highest resolution available on the phone. Another thing you want to do is also adjust and lock your exposure so you don't have different levels of exposure changing as you move your phone. So focus on your scene and pick one area in your frame that you want to expose for. In this case, I'll expose for the white. I'll hold on to lock it, and you can further adjust and compensate for the exposure. So the next thing you want to do is know how to walk. So not only you hold your phone properly, and you don't want to do this because if you walk and film like this, you're going to introduce bounce into your footage. You want to bend your knees and walk like an ostrich or a chicken. The next thing you want to keep in mind is to keep your speed constant. So you do not want to be walking fast and then slow down all of a sudden, but whatever movement you decide to do, make sure you have a constant speed. Next, I'll be going over a few gimbal moves that you can do handheld on your phone. So the first one is the Dolly in, where you just slowly push forward into your subject. The second one is just the dolly back. The next move that you can do is to dolly in as you tilt down or as you tilt up. You gotta make sure though that you keep the movement of your tilt and of your walking constant. You don't want to be tilting too fast and walking too slow, or walking very fast and tilting very slow. next move is the slow push in. So for this move, I like to keep one of my foot forward, and as I start to push in into my scene, I switch my weight from my back foot to my front foot and slowly lean forward while keeping the camera right in the center of the body, connected to myself. Shoulders flat and down. And to continue the motion, just slowly push your camera away from your body as you move on to your front foot. The next one is the slider reveal move. So with this one, you have to remember to be one with your camera, be one with your phone. And as you move and slide from one side to the other, your upper body slides at the same time with your phone. And you slide with your knees. The next one you can do is slide and rotate. That next move is the Vortex mode. What you're pretty much doing is just rotating your camera as you dolly in and push into your subject. And remember to keep the speed of your rotation and your walk constant as well. The next one is a crane move. So you rise up or you lower down with your body. You become one with your camera, and as you start from high and you lower down your body, make sure that your entire body goes down and you bend your knees and you're not just lowering your camera with your arms. The iPhone's video stabilization is not great in low light, so it doesn't really work well if you're shooting at night. You could also achieve gimbal-like movement by using a gimbal. But for certain situations where you want to get a really cool shot and you don't have a gimbal on you, this is a very good technique to use and get those cinematic movements. And also, if I were to carry a gimbal for my phone, I might as well be carrying a gimbal for my small mirrorless camera and have full access to all the controls of the camera. If you're traveling and you're trying to get a quick shot with your phone and try to make it a little bit more dynamic, more cinematic, these are some really good tips that you could start implementing with your phone. I haven't tested these moves with the iPhone 11 Pro, but if they work on the 11 like this, I'm sure that the 11 Pro will be just fine. Learning these techniques will make your shots more dynamic so that you don't just do the basic tilt or pan. I hope you learned something new for this video. If you like it, please like and subscribe. Your support is greatly appreciated. So thanks for watching, and until next time.